Thanks for your introduction, Sahil. Can you briefly explain about your project?
Yeah, I have worked on school ERP project where I was mainly responsible for the fee management module. The backend was developing using ASP.NET, Web API, C Sharp, and ADA.NET, and SQL Server I have used. While the front end was built the Angular 17 version, and my responsibilities included student fee search, dues calculation, fees collection, or fine calculation, and discounts, hosted and transport fee manage mapping, receipt generation, and payment history, and ledger updates, and integrating SMS to WhatsApp notification after a successful fee payment.
Is that all? Okay.
Yeah, it's all about my project and my
So,
responsibility.
okay. So, what was your role in your project?
My role in my project. I worked as a full stack .NET developer. My responsibilities was to develop new APIs or fix bugs or implement business logic, integrate Angular with web APIs, write SQL queries and store procedures where required, and maintain the complete fee management module.
Okay. So, can you explain management module?
My fee management module. It's allow the school to collect fees from the students. So first of all, first one is search students. First of all, we have to search the student, then fetch the fees structure, then calculate the pending dues, and calculate fines. There is a fines also, and apply discount if applicable, and there is two services we school is providing. One of is the hostel, and second one is the transport charges. So we have to add this also, and one of is collect payment. Then we have to collect the payment from the candidates, and then we have to save the payments, and then we are generating the receipt. Then we are generating and we are updating the ledger also, and after this complete all this, we are saving the data in my payment history table, and after successfully saving the history, then we are sending the SMS to WhatsApp
Okay.
notification we are sending.
Okay, Sahil. Can you explain fee payment flow?
Yeah, it's a flow. When the cashier searches a student, the system retrieves the student's fee structure. Then it calculates pending monthly fees and admission fees, annual fees, and hosted fees, transport fees, discounts, and fines. After verification, the payment is processed through an API. Once payment is successful, the ledger is updated, and payment history is stored in the payment history table, and receipt is generated, and the notification services are triggered.
Okay. So, I can see in your resume that you have worked on Angular also. Which Angular version you have worked on?
Yeah, I have worked on Angular 17 version.
Okay. So, can you tell me how you connect your Angular application with backend?
Yes, we can connect the Angular application with the backend using HTTP clients.
Actually,
HTTP clients used to we can connect our
can you
APIs.
explain its flow?
Yeah, it's a flow. Yeah, Angular use the HTTP client service to call the ASP.NET Web APIs endpoints. It's flow. It's first of all one of the Angular component. Because Angular is a component-based architecture, so we are using component. Then we have to register our services in the services file, and then we are calling ASP.NET Web APIs, which is we are creating our APIs in ASP.NET for project. So we have to call the APIs to the services, and there is a layers we are creating AD.NET, because to connecting the APIs or communicating between database and API. So that's why we are using ADO.NET, and our database is a SQL Server.
So what APIs did you create it?
Yeah, we have created and modified APIs related to student search, fee details, pending dues, fee payment or payment history, or receipt generation, or hostel mapping, transport mapping. We have created one of the discount calculation, fine calculation. So this all I have created.
So let's there's a pending dues. So how did you calculate pending dues in your application?
Yes, yeah, yeah. I have calculate. Yeah, first the API fetch the student fees structure and payment history. Then it compare paid months with the expected months and calculate the remaining amount. After that, it added fine and hostel fee, transport fee you had added, and deducted discount to calculate the final payable amount.
And what about fine? How did you calculate fine?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we are calculating fine dependent on the school's business rules. So yeah, there is a different rules from the different schools. So the system check the due date and current payment date. If payment was delay, it calculate the fine like late fine based on the configured rules before generating the final payable amount.
Can you explain hostel and transport mapping?
So ocean transport mapping. So yeah, both are services which is school is provided. So some students use hostel and transport facilities, while others don't during student admission or updates. So those services are mapped to the student during fee calculation, and corresponding charges are automatically included.
Which database did you use in your application?
Yeah, we used MS SQL Server data.
And how did you connect your application with database? Which framework did you use? Is it AD.NET or Entity Framework?
Yeah, oftenly we used ADO.NET, knowledge about entity framework code.
How did you call SQL from your web APIs?
SQL is a database and we is a framework. So yeah, we can connect the APIs or yeah, backend application with the database. So we can use the data access layer. So yeah, there is a two data access layer. One of is the entity framework core, and second one is the ADO.NET. So yeah, so API opens the SQL connection, because if we use ADO.NET, so we have to open the connection, then create the command, and executes parameterized queries or store procedures, and then retrieves the data using SQL data reader or data adapters, you can say,
Okay.
and converts it into model and returns
So,
JSON.
why did you use web API instead of MVC?
We used APIs because of Angular was the front end application. Okay, so Angular communicates with the backend through REST APIs, ASP.NET or Web APIs, we can say. So it's designed for exposing APIs that returns JSON data, making it the right choice for front end and back end separations.
Did you write SQL queries in your application?
Have write the SQL for fee calculation or student search, payment history report, or later updates, and also optimize existing queries whenever required.
Do you have any idea about how to handle memory leaks in Angular?
Yeah, memory leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, have idea about memory leaks. Because when we yeah, usually open, usually it happens when subscriptions timers we applied on some task. So event listener, one of his or large objects remains in memory after a component is destroyed. So that's why it happens. So we can handle memory leaks mainly by managing observable subscriptions using take until destroy. This one is a yeah, it's a method, or so the async pipe we can say. So clearing timers and intervals, removing manually registered event listeners, and avoiding unnecessary long live references. I also use Chrome DevTools heap snapshots to identify objects that remain in memory after component destruction.
What is three-tier and database access layer? Why
Yeah,
architecture we use in
yeah,
database?
the three-tier architecture. So yeah, it's divided an application into three separate layers, where each layer has a specific responsibility. One of is the presentation layer, or a business logic layer, and data access layer. So all code divided into three parts. So yeah, it's advantage of the three-tier architecture. So easy to maintain, easy to test, usable code or loose coupling, or one of the better performance, easier debugging. We can say
What are constraints in SQL?
constraints. We can say there is a multiple constraints. There is a multiple constraint, primary key, unique key. We can say, or yeah, there is a lot of constraint. Sorry, right now I'm not remembering the. Hmm.
So, okay, Sahil, can you explain what are the types of join in SQL?
Yeah, there is a joins in SQL. So, right join, left join, inner join, or outer joins. We can say, or
Okay,
self join, cross joins. So yeah, this type of joins in SQL.
okay. What is CTE in SQL?
Yeah, CTE and SQL. So yeah, it's a common table expression. We write the queries using CTEs. So it's create the separate structure of the tables. We can say it's create the temporary table.
Oh,
We can create the temporary table using CTEs.
okay, Sahil. Okay, Sahil, I'm done from my side. So, as I will inform you,